up a seat to the bar and join us for another episode of McAnally's Pubcast, a podcast exploring the fun and fantastical mind of Jim Butcher's The Dresden Files series. Hosts Tansen, Jess, and Maggie bring you another round of literary analysis on this immense, immersive, and colorful environment inhabited by Harry Dresden, the world's only licensed private investigator and professional wizard. Join an active and engaged community of new and die-hard dedicated fans focused on the fabulous themes, theories, characters, context, lore, and more. This is McAnally's Dresden Files Pubcast, brought to you by Free Flow Rambling. Conjure by it at your own risk. Welcome to McAnally's Pubcast, brought to you by Free Flow Rambling. This is episode 18.7, Masterpiece Theater, where we are covering the novel White Knight. My name is Tansen, and I'm joined by Maggie.
Hello, hello.
And Jess.
Vertiginous. A formal adjective used to describe something that causes, or is likely to cause, a feeling of dizziness, especially because of great height.
Oh, so is it just vertigo?
Basically.
Okay.
The adjective. Vertiginous.
Vertiginous.
Thank you so much to our Patreon subscribers for your generous support. It's people like you who help us keep doing what we're doing. If you're not yet a Patreon subscriber, sign up today and get a fuck ton of bonus content, kick-ass merch, behind-the-scenes outtakes, and more. Sign up today at patreon.com/freeflowrambling.
Chapter 14. Harry fires up Little Chicago and tracks Grey Cloak to get more information. Harry and Mouse get back to the apartment, and Harry heads to the lab. So new additions to the lab are a study area for Molly and a collection of vampire fangs that aren't dark at all.
Right? That's kind of macabre. Harry, how are you feeling about this war going on now and your draftism?
Right? That's like
Yeah.
a step in the
cold.
same direction as scalps.
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely right. It's a little cool. And it's kind of funny because he's like, like a bunch of us. And he's like, mostly me and Ramirez. I'm like, I get it. I totally get it. The Reds aren't nice and friendly. They did that whole, like, ruined your girlfriend thing, all of that. And I get it. And now I've just been, like, for years now just
I think what
causing
was weird
havoc.
for me reading that, it was just such a throwaway statement, too. It was just like, oh, yeah, and then some vampire things that I just...
Yeah.
We all have our war trophies.
Yeah, we've taken to collecting these. It's like, damn, just again, right? Like, we've seen Dresden do horrible, violent, necessary things, right? But again, he's not really cold. It's not like the premeditated. It's not like, and I mean, they are the monsters. They are still the monsters. It's not, but again,
at some point they were humans.
Before he just kills.
He makes a very distinct difference calling them it once they become.
Yeah. Calling them it, and exactly, and like you say, just this
Trophies
first time, right? And right, book 9. This is the first time he's ever taken trophies of any kind of anything. He hasn't even really cleaned up a lot of magical stuff from, you know what I mean? Like Krauss's Book of Shadows and stuff like that. I know he had to get his hands on it in order to defeat him in that one, but I don't think it ever really says what he does with it. I don't know if he just kind of is hanging around somewhere, if he destroys it, you know what I mean? But like up until then, right, we haven't
There's
seen
actually several cemented over
right, he's got all
boxes.
these little bunkers. But that's the thing, right? It's like, didn't really take anything from Victor's cells or anything. We don't have any, he doesn't still have the
friends from
He took friends. Got his own little werewolf pack
ointment for the eyes.
Didn't need to keep
that too.
Didn't need to keep his little wolf pelt belt and all this kind of stuff. But anyway, so yeah, it's an interesting sort of little look that a lot has. And again, he keeps referencing now in this book the Camp Kaboom and stuff like that, right? And so things have just taken an extra dark twist, which, again, it makes sense. I mean, like, they talk about, any of the other wars. I just recently went and rewatched, like, a whole bunch of Quantum Leap and stuff like that. And, of course, a big part was that.
Original or reboot?
The original.
Okay.
The original. I don't think I have. I don't have Paramount or something to watch that, because I was like, I never did.
I have all this stuff, right?
Do you have the reboot?
Well, I could re-download the reboot. I think I got rid of it, but
Yeah, anyways, point being is, but yes, the original, thank you, Pluto TV, free crap. But in that, Sam originally lost his brother in the Vietnam War and stuff like that. And so there's like 2 or 3 episodes where he's jumping in and out of all of that kind of stuff. And it gets referenced quite a bit. And all because, of course, the time period of Sam's life, right, was between the 50s and the 90s. So a lot happens in like the 50s, 60s, 70s. But it's just, like, again, right, and everybody trying, like how limited a time period some of those things are or aren't, and how deeply affected, right? So again, World Wars and the Korean War and all of these, whether they lasted 6 months, 10 years, whatever, right? It doesn't take long to start affecting people. And here again, Harry, like, as the scope of a lot of these things go, this has been going on a good long while. This is at least 6-ish years.
This is 2007. The war started more or less 2003.
Is it only 4-ish years between then and now? Have we really been losing that much time? Wow. But even still, regardless, okay, whether that, I don't know, better or worse, it's taken Harry like 3-4 years.
Right.
And he's like, fuck these guys. And again, right, just this slight turn, just this little bit.
It's subtle,
darker,
but it's like if
whatever,
you like really reading it, it's kind of just like, whoa, really?
Yeah.
At least for me, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like-
Maybe this is not.
Well, before, again, it's just you do what you got to do, right? So, yeah, when you're standing there face to face and you got to take out an enemy, that's what you got to do. But like you say, you then collecting.
Where's the line of morality end or start?
Yeah.
Well, also, this is also Harry's first drawn-out thing. Most of his bad guys have been
One and done.
Exactly,
Yeah. Well, and even that, and I mean, again, as the Reds keep escalating.
And they don't play, the Reds don't play by any sort of
Any
rules
sort
of
of,
engagement
right?
whatsoever.
I mean, again,
they
you-
break every rule they can.
All the shit that went down in proving guilty, right? With the mass casualties of the Reds doing anything and everything to get at them, I can't blame them. And I mean, again, it's I would say, I don't know, kind of fairly mild in a lot of the things that he could be doing. I mean, just collecting some teeth and stuff like that. But yeah, it's just, again, just something we haven't seen. And again, like you say, he's just so casually kind of like, we do this now. Fuck those guys. Like, it's crazy.
So I'm just going to get this complaint out of the way. Harry Rose's Bob, who is like the creepiest creepster ever in this moment. I'm like, she's still underage, isn't she? Like at this point, like
She's like on the cusp. She was
Really,
17 last
like,
novel, so she could have turned 18 by now.
but still, it's just like,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Why is this a necessary? Like, yes, we know he's a creeper. He's in a romance, but this is like a little bit too far for me. Ugh.
Yeah,
Cookie, biscuit, Pop-Tart, Sweet Tart, Apple Tart, any other kind of apprentice. Now that's
any other kind of pastry.
pastry. She's my apprentice. That's all fine and good. I like that Harry shuts it down. And then immediately, like a page later, Bob is gross again. And Harry's like, and I'm like, you fucker, stupid guy.
Yeah, well, and even that, even just the way, not only is he just lusting after her kind of thing, which is typical, but then he's like, it's going to be too late. And Harry's like, too late for what? And he's like, she's going to start drooping. Oh, my
Exactly.
God.
And then Harry says, I think you'll survive the trauma. He doesn't shut it down again. I'm like, you
Yeah,
fucker.
well, yeah, I
Like-
guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Bob is stupid and awful.
100% objectification of somebody that may or may not be a minor.
That, yeah. Especially in light of everything
Poor
else
Molly.
going on. These-
That's the only thing. I agree that Bob is too dangerous for Molly to have a handle of. I
Yes.
absolutely agree. It's not fair that she doesn't know there's just a voyeur there all the time.
that, too.
Yeah, well, the problem with this,
Molly, wear this robe downstairs because it's cold. And also,
Because it adds 6 layers.
Molly
to-
strikes me as somebody that likes to take shortcuts, and Bob would very much.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
they would
What- I
influence each other in bad ways.
Exactly. When Harry's like, she still has a lot to learn, and Bob's like, I could help her, and Harry's like, exactly.
Yeah.
No, I'm like right there with him. I'm like,
Ixnay.
that
Lots
is
to learn,
the
zero
whole.
discipline.
But yeah, exactly. It's like, no, she's already got, like you say, having gotten into the trouble she is because she already has a decent innate talent there. Right? You just suddenly give
what
her
she did without
access.
knowing
That's what
anything.
she did without knowing anything. Exactly. You start. Yeah. No, exactly.
Well,
She's
and
Molly's
especially
got to
since we
take the
don't know
long,
that-
hard slog here.
that whether or not that sort of touch on dark magic has affected her or not. So, like, if it's just easier just to say a little bit more yes to something that she shouldn't.
Well, and that's just it, right? She is still in a very vulnerable kind of place that way, whether deliberate or not, right? Whether she knows or sees that's what she's doing, that would, yeah, exactly. It's way slippery, so she's definitely got to learn the foundations and the hard way. And the time it takes to slow it down to appreciate that, so that as she starts right? It's
Patience and discipline.
The patience and discipline is that is.
It's
that
my
is
Padawan.
massive. Yeah.
Wax on, wax off.
And then just the tiniest little bit more temple dog information, barely nothing.
And it's interesting that his bark does reach, or can reach, the Never Never, and that he can affect those creatures is good information to know.
Yeah, and more of the confirmation that he is a djinn.
That he is part foo dog and
Yeah.
not just something, that he is an actual legitimate
Supernatural
entity kind of a thing. Yeah. I mean, poor Mouse, so like you say, they come back and Mouse immediately like chows down and passes out. Like, you can do this shit, but it's kind of interesting. It's kind of cool because like how often do we see that with Harry, right? Especially any kind of big working. He's like, it takes it out of you. It uses your own energy, your own, right? And
It's
Mouse saying
consistent storytelling. It's nice.
really all Mouse did was bark. He didn't chase after anybody. He didn't have to fight
Bark
off.
with a capital B.
Bark with it, but you know what I mean? But then he just stood there with the girls while, right, he wasn't doing any more running around. He wasn't attacking. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't defending.
Well, you don't know that. Harry wasn't there.
Well, that's true. But the girls didn't report anything when he got back to them, so presumably.
Well, we have to trust fucking Anna and Elaine, so.
Hey, Anna is trustworthy, okay?
Is she?
I don't know so far. She's the one in trouble. She would be like, dude, people came after us again. Elaine, I don't know. That's your bias and your thing. But anyways, regardless, I just thought it's kind of cute that he,
Later, I have a theory for you.
Oh, I'm so
a theory.
Yeah.
Could be bunnies.
This crappy purple nightmare.
Totally not the lines, but yes.
Sorry.
That's okay.
That helped, actually.
It could be demons. Some dancing demons. No, something isn't right there.
Trapped inside some wacky children's nightmare.
Yes. Wacky Broadway nightmare.
So we get this little part here where Harry reflects that the best way to learn is to teach. Preach. But it also does mean that Harry is leveling up.
Interesting. And is this now, because I've read so many different things and I've gone over this 100 times, is this where he uses Murphy example where he thought it was all just like flaky Zen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because he starts to meditate to get ready to prepare. So
Yes.
It takes him like 10 minutes as opposed to the last book, or the last time he tries, not the last book, last time he tries to use it, which was like half an hour, and he still fucked it up anyway.
Yes. Yeah. And I appreciate that. As you say, there is a certain amount to that when you all start trying to teach somebody else something of, like you say, how to get back to the basics and, okay, how do I explain this? Like I already know why these two things connect. How do I break it down again for, like, yeah, and all the kind of stuff. And it is, and it's as I like it, because I'm like, obviously it would be the same sort of thing. Murphy being like, oh, once you learn everything, the only way to learn more is to teach. And you know what I mean? And being like, sure. And it does sound kind of wacky, it's kind of flaky, sounds like, which again, I also just find I don't know, would this be irony of Harry as a wizard and a new agey and a wicked thing, like this flaky Zen, like, now everybody looks at Harry and be like, ooh, you're crystals, and you're, you know what I mean? Harry's like us flaky new age Zen crap,
Wait, are you watching the TV show where all he uses is a fucking crystal on a string?
Yeah.
Called the pendulum, okay? Jeez.
It was less weird than walking around with a hockey stick.
Jesus
But yeah.
It's like basically what Elaine does. But yes, it's the same way as when you're learning and you think back to, okay, how was I taught and how would I have liked to have been taught? This should have been explained better because I was confused about it. Now this time I'm going to explain it better. And
Well, you have to re-examine if somebody doesn't understand what you're trying to say the first time. You have to re-say it in a different way.
yeah, I can't do that. I take him by the shoulders and shake him. I'm like, what doesn't make sense? I fucking told you already. Figure it the fuck out.
All of it! Oh, you're so stupid!
My one boss is always like, people learn it different ways, so tell me, are you a visual learner? Do you need to write it down? I'm just like, no, just whatever the way I told you. Do it now. I don't have time for all these different options.
There may be different kinds of learners. I am a solo kind of teacher, okay? One way.
I'm incapable of
cannot-
adapting to you, so figure it out. Google it.
So after he's done meditating, he collects his focus. Harry launches Little Chicago, and my God, I just love the description and how this works. Like, it was great the first time, and it's great this time again, where he's describing how he's hovering above it, but he's inside it, and he can also see these phantom images.
Yeah, like his
overlaying
senses
pewter
go
stuff.
down, and then
It's
he's just big Godzilla Harry just standing over the table.
I would love to see that recreated on the big screen or even the small screen, like, properly.
Give us the animated series where we can just do it right. You don't have to make anything work in the animation. I mean, like, you don't have to, like, have actual props.
We've already got graphic novels, and now we need to step up.
Well, unfortunately for you, Jim Butcher has said that another show is in the talks right now, but it is another live action.
Which
Could be done well still.
if
CGI and graphic effects being what they are, could be done well.
And given that much more of the popularity of the books now, they might be willing to put more.
Actually hire writers that have read the series.
Well, I get like certain things, like just to kind of time out here and talk about this for a second, since obviously Tamsin rewatched recently and Tamsin has some issues.
Quick interjection,
It wasn't a
okay?
rewatch. It was my first watch. I finally got through that monstrosity.
Oh, is that?
Okay, I
So was
have
gonna
to
say,
give
you've seen
kudos
the
to a
first one
couple of our people in Discord that were like, okay, think of this, where Jim Butcher has actually said, this is an alternate universe.
Yes.
And that helped me to enjoy it as its own creation.
That's what.
But if you're not looking at that, this is like, really? He has fucking printed labels in his lab. Like, fuck off.
So my
Election?
inauguration into, anyways, the first Buffy site I was on, and then we branched off and did a separate run after that. And one of the founders on there, anyways, one of the girls, she was always like that. That was one of her biggest things. She's like, I kind of have to look at them all as exactly like a separate, because again, whether it's any of these things, right, if there's just not quite the justice done to it. So she's like, I always look at it all as like a completely separate entity kind of a thing and try not to. And I'm like, yeah, it really does make a difference for me. I don't see the difference between giving him a big stick to rock around with and giving him a hockey stick. A stick is not hard to get. I've had a dozen big walking stick staff things, so I just pick up a branch when I'm out with the dogs, and you know what? Boom. Things like the Beetle versus the Jeep, I'm like, okay, again, there's a lot of Beetles. I don't think it would be that hard, but I'm like, conceivably I could say, for some reason,
Old enough, yeah.
for some reason, the studio couldn't get a hold of it. It was too
Finger gun
expensive. It was
magic, though.
too, or, you know, something like,
Pow pow.
yeah, like, you know what I mean? But yes.
I even got that far. I've seen the first episode a lot of times. I've probably seen the first
now just
3
skip the-
episodes like 5 times each.
All right, so next time just go to the forest. Don't start at the beginning again. Just each take in one. Because I know Tanzin's made the attempt a couple of times, because I know you've commented
tried.
about.
I get past, like, the
I know
halfway.
because you comment about Bianca every time because you liked her in Warehouse 13 and stuff.
Yes.
So I know
you know
you've,
that? I love her.
I know you've restarted like a couple of times because every time you're like, I really like that actress.
About
though.
Warehouse 13 again. She must be trying Dresden.
I forget every time.
Which is how I know you've gone back and right. Which is why I thought you.
Tanzin's been stuck in a time loop, but hers is like 5 years long.
Her Groundhog Day is just episode 1 of the Dresden Files.
I'm not a goldfish, I swear. I have a quiz to prove it.
It's just, I get with, partially, much like Jessica in this book, if you block it out intentionally, and or yes, when you do wait a couple of years in between each time you attempt it, it's not hard to imagine that one episode you didn't like didn't stick, per se.
This is next level for all of us, though, honestly. Like, to be fair, consuming the Dresden Files TV show and Peace Talks and Battleground and The Law and 12 Months and White Knight all at once.
Pleasure reading.
We're not a spoiler podcast, but we are lost and confused right now. We don't know anything right now.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm not paying attention to it. I am the gatekeeper now. Ha-ha.
Speaking of Quantum Leap, I now understand how Sam and his Swiss cheese memory felt constantly bouncing back
Yeah,
and forth
exactly.
between the timeline. Elvis is, oh yeah, Elvis isn't written this.
I
yet.
would give it up so fast. I'd be like, World War II, man. And they'd be like, huh? And I'd be like, wait, what is it now? And they'd be like, well, they're like, just the Great War. And I'd be like, oh, right, yeah, just the Great War.
Don't worry, guys. There's no, yeah.
Just use the same
there's-
tactic every time. Have a seizure the moment you get there, and blame it on that.
One of my favorite improv comedy group things, yeah, they did the same thing. It was like a comrade trying to figure out what time zone, what or a time traveler trying to figure out what year it is. And he walks into a bar and they call him comrade. And he's like, okay, can I order a... And they're like, no, you cannot. Or he's like, oh, okay, I'm going to go to a union meeting. And they're like, good sir, how dare you? He's like, I'm going to go meet my representative. And they're like, jolly good sir. He's like, it's just so funny trying to figure out exactly where he is. He's like, who are you guys? What country am I in? What year is this?
Yeah. No kidding.
It's just the locals at the pub are aggressive no matter what you say.
Yeah, that too. It's like depending.
How can
on
I
which
foam at the
group
mouth on command?
you-
No.
So all that being said, Harry doing Little Chicago is very cool and fun. We really enjoy it.
Although, real quick to finish that up, I was going to say, depending on how far you can time travel, even that wouldn't necessarily, because depending if you jump way back and you suddenly drop another seizure, they're like drilling holes in your skull.
Yeah,
oh no, the devil's gone. So even that might not be foolproof.
Are you left-handed, Tansin? Are you left-handed?
I'm not.
Okay. I was going to say, I was like, as soon as you use your left hand with red hair.
No.
All right. No, my grandmother was left-handed, and the nuns tied her hand behind her back until she learned with her right. So she's
That's what it was,
ambidextrous.
okay.
Yes.
Wasn't your hand that nuns were tying back.
I'm a little bit surprised that I'm not left-handed.
I don't know,
Based
you
on
have
my
that vibe of a left-handed person.
Well, in all fairness, you can't read my right hand.
I was just going to say, it does explain why.
And Grandma beat it out of her. She doesn't remember.
Her whole body is like, I should be left-handed, but... evil's afoot, because it doesn't follow the metric system.
I hope that you guys are able to follow this better than me, because I really meant to sit down and take this step by step about who's who, and I just got caught up in 12 months instead. I'm so confused by the Passenger and Grey Cloak. I kept switching back and forth on who was who each time.
I did too.
Could not follow.
But I did find the next chapter after, or maybe not 15, but the chapter 16 when he talks about it later.
It does do a little
Murphy,
bit better. Yeah.
It reviews it enough to go, oh, because I couldn't remember any of it, and I wrote my notes while I was reading it for my quote first time. And still was just like,
so I'm glad you brought that up. So to make this a little bit easier, guys, there will be minor spoilers, but only for the next 5 chapters. But instead of waiting for those 5 chapters to happen, we're going to say and use their names now, because...
you don't have to. It's just Grey Cloak and Passenger.
Yeah, Grey Cloak
is the new guy.
Enough. I'm confused.
And Passenger is the one we know.
Passenger is the one we know. Grey Cloak is the one that was at the hotel or the apartments.
Yeah, I'll kind of summary it to how I thought I remembered it, and you can
Grey
correct
Cloak
it.
And you be Passenger. Just do the scene for me.
Okay. I'm driving. Harry, you can't see me. Ha ha ha. But I don't know you're there, but I kind of suspect something's not right. And I'm going to stop, and somebody's going to get in. Welcome.
Hi, fellow conspirator.
Wait,
I
say
told
their name.
you he was hard to kill. Hello, Grey Cloak.
And
okay,
now,
neither of you are going to make the production at this rate.
I didn't know I was going to have to do lines beforehand.
I'm going to ridicule you because you've already dealt with Harry and managed to survive somehow, and you think that he's nothing but brute, and I'm convinced.
But you haven't dealt with...
No, I have not dealt with him.
No.
I haven't dealt with him, but Passenger has. Passenger lived to tell the tale, and I'm just like, what the fuck? You think that he's just a brute? Because, he's got other talents. He's got the...
He's not that smart. And yeah, I was like, dude, he's totally afraid of fire. I don't know why that didn't work. You should see his hand, man.
No.
And I'm going to drop a hint that...
That's why I'm confused. You're supposed to complain. I thought you said he was afraid of fire. And you say he is afraid of fire. You're mad because he wasn't afraid of fire. You don't even know your role.
I don't, because I didn't study my lines beforehand.
But this is why I'm confused, too. I'm trying to read this, and I'm just like, Grey Cloak and Passenger are the same person to me. I don't know what to imagine.
All right, hang on 1 second here. Let me read this scene.
I'm confused.
And it was confusing, though. That's probably why I didn't write down some nuances of it, because, well...
I don't know what's happening.
We shall put on a play for you, Jess. Ha-ha!
Yeah, no, it is Grey Cloak says you told me he was afraid of fire, and Passenger says he is. That's correct.
Yeah, but you said it like you knew the fire information.
Free Flow Rambling now presents a dramatic reading of Chapter 14. Please enjoy.
Are you insane? Meeting here?
What's wrong with here?
It's a bloody upper-class WASP neighborhood. There's private security here, police. If anyone raises any kind of alarm, it's going to attract a great deal of attention in short order.
Which is why we are safe. It's late at night, all the little deers are sleeping, the sleep of fat and happy. No one is awake to see us here.
That's why you got that character.
Well?
No.
No kind? No wizard? What do you mean, no?
Both. You told me he was afraid of fire.
He is. You should see his fucking hand.
Huh?
What?
Did you hear that?
Hear what?
Something.
You're nervous about him. That's all. You missed him and you're nervous.
Not nervous. Understandably cautious. He has more resources and more versatility than you people realize. It's quite possible that he's keeping track of me in some way.
I doubt that. It would take a subtler worker of the art to manage that. He isn't one.
No. He managed to sense the fire before it could cut him off, to somehow waken the entire building from sound sleep at all the same time, and to track me after I departed.
Okay, this
You
is
came
why I'm
here with him
confused.
behind you?
Didn't you change parts just now?
Nope.
No, Grey Cloak asked. He
isn't
managed to
subtle,
sense
no?
the fire.
Who's the vampire? Raise your hand. I'm so confused. You both can't be the vampire!
Yes, we can.
Well, okay, that's spoiler land for me. That's Cowl, and that was spoiler land for me.
It's not Cowl. Cowl is not in the car.
He thinks that Cowl is the passenger.
He goes and talks to Cowl next.
Yeah, Cowl is not in the car.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you're right. Sorry, you're right. You're right.
Grey Cloak.
You confused me enough that I squished everything together.
Grey Cloak goes and talks to Cowl.
But Grey Cloak is suspected to be a white court vampire.
And who's Grey Cloak right now? Raise your hand.
I am Grey Cloak. I'm reading Grey Cloak right now.
Okay. Who was at the hotel? Grey Cloak?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the one that tried to light everything on fire.
You're the tall, dark, handsome man.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, he doesn't know because he never sees his face. That's why
I
he's
know,
calling
but
him
there's
Grey
been
Cloak.
reports of a tall, dark, handsome man in a gray cloak running around.
No, there's been reports of Grey Cloaks and a tall, dark, handsome man. So Harry is a Grey Cloak and Thomas is a handsome man.
I'm so confused. I know. I'm still. Also, are we going to be sued? Is this a reproduction? Audiobook.
All right. Check out our Patreon where we put up our where we put up
Are we continuing it?
Where we put up our version.
No, you switch sides on each other.
We did not. We're gonna put up our version of Thomas's murder board. Only all it is a bunch of strings and sticky notes trying to determine who Grey Cloak and Passenger are.
I'm really confused.
I can see that. I don't know how to. I only teach in one way. What are you not getting?
I never learned how to read.
I can't fucking change this anymore for you. Why don't you get it? Okay. Let me try. Okay. So Grey Cloak is the one that set the fire.
Okay.
Tried to take out Anna and Harry all at once.
And which one of you was Grey Cloak?
Tamsin is Grey Cloak.
Okay. And Tamsin was the one driving the car as well?
Yes. So that's the one he chased.
Okay.
So he sees Grey Cloak, but again, can't tell if he's handsome or not
it's Grey Cloak's car that we're in.
Because he's silhouetted.
Hence
because
passenger.
that was the whole point about why he can't identify who it is, because he was silhouetted by all the emergency lights and shit like that. So he managed to.
I don't know, because I think like the line like you like came
This is
here
actually helping me to read this too, like this.
You came here when he's tracking you is like, to me that reads like the passenger would say, like the person who approached the person with the cars, like you came here with him tracking you, but it's not. It's the person who approached. Both of them approached
because obviously Grey Cloak must have contacted
at a meeting
the
spot. I
passenger
get that.
to say,
I understand
let's
how that
go
works.
here.
I don't know.
Yes, but that is why. But yes, he's the one that. So yeah, Passenger is concerned because Passenger has shown up, and now Passenger's like, wait a minute, he could still be following you.
You tricked me.
Like, yeah. Whereas, yeah, the Grey Cloak went being like, I'm confident, I've shaken my tail. And the Passenger, who was not the one in charge of doing that, is not confident because he doesn't know what the tail was and if he shook it properly, right?
But I'm still...
So he's like, you made me come meet you here and I don't know what precautions you took.
Should we continue and see if you follow it again?
Maybe, because I'm still confused about why, like, okay, so overall it seems like one seems to not be overestimating Dresden and one seems to be overestimating or underestimating Dresden.
So,
but they both still seem to take opposite, like they both seem to switch sides on that too. Like I don't get why.
Because one of them is playing the other as well, so he's putting up some front in a way, in a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's exactly from what we know of the situation now. Like Grey Cloak obviously does not think as highly of Passenger either. I don't know if he's. Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm
Grey Cloak's going to talk shit to
Passenger. Yeah, he doesn't.
Grey Cloak's going to leave Passenger and talk shit to his boss.
Yes,
to Master.
Okay, Grey Cloak, who's Tamsin.
Yes,
is like, it amazes me that such an idiot such as you survived crossing the wizard once.
Yeah. So this is a problem. This is why I am underestimating him a little bit, because I did cross him and I got away. So I'm like, he's just a big brute he's Hulk smash.
Do you want to keep hearing it as a conversation and see if some of it sinks in better now that you can hear it in different voices?
Sure.
Because that's helping me.
Continue for another page. Go. Your line starts at, you came here with him behind you?
That's you. No, I lost him before he could do so. But that does not preclude the use of more subtle means to engage in pursuit.
He's a thug. Plain and simple. His talents make him good at destruction and little else. He's a beast to be prodded and directed.
It amazes me that an idiot such as you survived crossing the wizard once.
To be honest, I'm surprised the wizard lived the night. It doesn't matter either way. If we killed him, we could have claimed credit for his demise and it would have served our purpose. Now, we let him rampage over the Skavis and it does nothing but help.
Unless he happens to rampage over us as well.
At least one thing is accomplished. He's interested in stopping the culling.
Oh, yes. You've gotten his attention. The question, of course, is whether or not he will be as cooperative as you seem to believe.
With a gathering of female wizardlings at risk? Oh, yes. He won't be able to help himself. Now that he knows what the Skavis is up to, Dresden will be falling all over himself to protect them.
Pause. Again. Does your character know or not know Dresden?
He seems
My
to, because he already knows that he's got a hero complex.
He seems to know that Harry has this sort of protective thing about women, but it's also Grey Cloak being like, you're totally underestimating and don't understand his character at all.
But
he
it's
doesn't
the
know
level
about
of magic,
fire.
the finesse of magic.
I was going to say, he does know enough about him to know that. He's just like you said,
I don't know.
he
There
knows
just
what
seems to be
Harry's about. He's
too
just
much,
underestimating.
they both know different things about Harry, and that's confusing me. It's like,
So I will say, Passenger does not, intimately know. He doesn't know him as well as, Thomas knows him or anything like that.
it
He has
still
crossed
seems like
paths,
more information than
so he has...
the regular baddie should know or would know or is aware of without seeing it in action. And
Yeah, but I think we've seen enough without trying to remember where we're at as the 7 books I've read ahead and not. I think we know that people have put together information on Dresden and stuff like this, right? All of his the White Court and stuff like that, right? Yeah, Thomas knows them intimately because they figured out they're brothers and they're going to share everything. The White Court knows broadly about Dresden and what he can do and what his playbook and stuff like that,
a
right?
file that's maybe not so well.
Yeah, so they don't know all. They can't predict everything.
And he's got his reputation because he does keep blowing shit up.
now that part I get. I just okay. You fast forward a little bit more in this conversation, and how does your own endeavor fall? And less than well, he isn't talking to me. Did you really expect him to? He is family, but that is no matter. I'll find them in time, whether he cooperates or not. With context of who I learn to be this character later on. Is that too much spoiler for you, Tanzan?
I haven't read to who it is. I already guessed that it's magical because of the fear comment.
Right, but it's magical to me, confirmed in 3 or 4 chapters. Is the passenger, right? Yeah.
Oh, see, and I thought the driver was magical.
Which is why when I asked you who's the vampire, you both raised your hand.
That's my fault.
No, but
that is totally my fault.
But they both could be reading as one Malvora, one Skavis, one Wraith. I don't know. I guess there is no Skavis here, but one Malvora and one Wraith. I don't know.
I mean, it's probably intentionally obtuse.
I mean, sure, Jim Butcher's purposely not using names or faces because he doesn't want us to know.
We got to figure out it eventually, but it is hard to read.
As somebody who has finished this book and is coming back, I still don't know who to imagine. I'm I don't know who these people are. I'm so confused still. I've read this specific chapter probably 10 times in the last month alone, and I'm I don't know what's happening still. I'm so confused.
You should have gotten your little
puppets, hand
puppets.
Yeah.
You should have, I don't know, you don't have a lot of other things. You've got 10 million like Harry Potter. You should have taken a Harry and a Draco or something, or
or had us act it out for it.
Apparently, yeah. And then, there's even more random things being thrown in. The Circle wants a progress report. We don't know who the fuck the Circle is. We've never heard that before.
Yeah, there's a big giant info dump here just to set things up so we can find out later the more details.
Yeah, and I get it's part of Harry's job to be an investigator and figure these things out, but still.
Yes, and it is.
And it's hard to read.
But there's not enough clues for me to be who the fuck are you right now?
And I will admit, I've had to, again, especially probably the first time, because there's quite a lot of dialogue here. You do go back and forth a lot where suddenly you're wait. I know I've had to sort of go over this scene before.
This reminds me of TV shows where this is the pilot and then they set up.
Right, you get all
just this giant mystery,
right?
And you don't
where the buddy
remember until way later, and then they do previously on episode 1 where they discussed way too much shit for you that you don't remember.
I remember so many people saying that, in my book groups and things like that, they're I don't read fantasy because I don't like having to learn an entire world for the first 2/3 of a book before the plot starts, and I'm fair enough. I like that. I like that world building, and especially, most fantasy novels have to be multiple book series because of that reason. But
yeah,
at the same time, I also can sometimes understand that point of view.
Depending how it's laid.
I just want a story already. I don't care how your government functions.
I do love that though when you get those big, it makes sense at the time when you're watching them because of course it's the first time you've seen them. when you go back to it. But it's just funny how when you stop and think about it, because it'll be like a group like this. We've been doing this together. We've known each other for like 20 years, and we've been doing this together for 5 years. And you'll walk in the door and you'll be like, oh, Jessica, my daughter, how lovely to see you. Okay. But you know what I mean? And it's like perfectly normal because you're like, oh, okay, that's who this person is. But then when you stop and thinking about it and you be like, that is not how I would talk to that person who I see like every day. You know what I mean? It's like... I just find
Hello, my brother. Hello, my sister.
Yeah.
Hello, my third cousin, twice removed on my father's side after I'd ate his dad. You know, you're like... But yeah, I just find things like that. It's sort of funny when you go back and how often in books and movies and stuff like that, those like...
But we can all agree that it's a hard chapter to read.
It's a little bit hard. Do you feel a little bit better if we can just say Grey Cloak is Grey Cloak and Passenger is the guy you're thinking? Does that help at all?
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be able to read this chapter and know what the fuck who anyone is. Because I still feel like they trade sides back and forth throughout the conversation. That like
It does feel
just
like
reading
that.
the words is I'm just like, I don't know.
It does, but I think that is exactly because they are questioning.
And that's why I thought I was the vampire.
Yeah, like I just...
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how to...
Okay, so who does Harry follow
Right.
when they break up?
Grey Cloak.
Grey
So
Cloak.
Grey Cloak, who we've never met
Was
before.
driving.
Grey Cloak
Who
is
tried to burn him up.
complete unknown. Yeah, just was going to go after Anna. Figured he would catch Anna and Harry in the same trap. It's unclear. I don't think they've mentioned knowing that Elaine exists yet. So I don't know if they know that
You're talking
Elaine...
about the passenger right now.
No, I said Tanzin. Tanzin went to go snuff Anna. Harry's there too.
At the hotel?
Yeah.
All right, the passenger can't.
At the apartment building.
I'm the Grey Cloak. I'm lighting shit
Yeah,
on fire.
Tanzin
I'm waiting
went-
outside.
Tanzin
Harry
went-
sees me. I run away.
Yeah, went to Anna's apartment to snuff her. Figured everything we know about this guy. He's had issues with fire. I'ma just burn the building down.
The roof was on fire, and I did it.
Okay, so even more of my confusion is
So
why the
then
passengers involved to begin with anyways. They seem totally useless to
Because
everything.
they're part of like this circle. They're part of
But
a
not. They're not allowed to
bigger
meet them yet.
plan, whatever.
They wanna
Basically,
be
this is
part.
just to introduce that this is a conspiracy and not just some random serial
I guess
killer.
Okay,
I just
fine.
feel
He's
like
not
why-
connected to the circle yet. He's connected to the person he can't get a hold of yet.
Yeah, okay.
that-
Sure, that makes more sense to me.
This is good.
Because he's the third cousin to the Anna for the real. We just haven't been introduced to Uncle Mash.
Literally, when you're at a wedding, you're like, why are you here? Who invited you?
Grey
It's like,
Coat.
You're like, let me just whip out my handy dandy murder board and I will lay it all out for you.
Ancestry just sends out wedding invitations now. If you share at least 4%.
At the last family reunion, everyone was so confused how everyone was related. We bought poster board and wrote it out for everybody.
Yeah, see? So ancestry, if you're just like 4%, but it's like you get like tiered. So it's like,
How are we related?
You're related. You can come to this part. If you're closely related, you will actually feed you at the dinner, but otherwise you have to show up at the dance when it's free. Okay, so we're just kind of giving up on trying to figure it out. We're just kind of going to move over as a whole and keep going.
Yeah, I want to say I get it. I don't know that I do.
But the crucial takeaway from this chapter is there's something called the Circle. There's multiple people that are involved in this. It's not one single
It's not
serial
just
killer
one
that's
dude.
actually doing it.
Which helps us out a little because we've got that one anomaly in our murder group.
Yeah, this is the TLDU. Too long, didn't understand.
Right.
Tried reading, read multiple times, still do not know.
Did read, don't get it.
Yeah. I mean, maybe we'll touch back on this later when we get more of the details. We can cover back what we've...
So I guess that's
when
what-
we learn things.
Yeah.
Which I will eventually.
in the next chapter too, we will. So yeah, like I said, I guess Passenger is trying to make their bones. They're trying to earn their way into the circle. Yeah. So they're kind of an outlier in this little murder group, and they're trying to get into the big main murder group.
The main murder group.
And they have to, it's like a referral pyramid thing. You have to like bring a friend in with you.
If I recruit 3 murderers and you recruit 3 murderers, eventually we're going to kill Harry Dresden.
Exactly. So that's what they're trying to do right now. So yeah, Grey Cloak is the level above the Passenger. The Passenger is still trying to bring in the mystery dude, and people are just dying all over the place, but not all the right people. Most of them are dying. Some of them are not dying. in order. Thank you.
Okay.
Did you guys follow that? Audience listening to this? Have you just turned off the episode?
Some massive nerd out there like Matt or like, I don't know, somebody is going to end up with like some like 3D printed.
This is going to be a brand new channel in the Discord.
diorama.
Explaining chapter 14 to Jess.
We posted notes in string. There's going to be like movable figures.
I'm not going to lie, I was having a lot of fun acting it out.
There's
though.
going to be like a Hot Wheels like loop-to-loop track to follow the car.
We're getting a heavy dialogue chapter, okay? Claim your roles.
For a cold read, I am pretty impressed.
Yeah, good job, guys.
Yeah, I mean, not that I haven't listened to it 117,000 times, but...
Costumes are kind of shit, but...
The what? Costumes, yeah.
I win, Grey Cloak. Can it be a red cloak? I have a blanket right over there.
Nope.
Or a black hoodie.
It's going to confuse me.
I'll just
Gonna
write
get 4 chapters down. She'll be like, who's the red cloak? We haven't seen
yellow
that guy
sticky that says
chapter
gray.
14.
I'm pretty sure that was Mava, right? That's Hamlet.
This concludes our episode 18.7, Masterpiece Theatre. Thank you for listening. You can find us online at freeflowrambling.com and McAnallys.ca. There we have links to our other podcasts, social media, and other fun tidbits. Please subscribe if you like what you're hearing, and please consider supporting us through Patreon to keep the magic alive and to see more content. We are Free Flow Rambling. Conjure by it at your own risk.